Well, welcome South Africa. I just wanted to update you with regards to our Father's Heart Fellowship group so that you understand how it's going to operate and what is happening with regards to it. You know, so many people have been asking me, how's this going to work? We are starting our training in the next week. Okay, in fact, Thursday evening is our training. So how's this going to work? What is the idea of this thing? All right, so firstly, I want to just deal with the issue of what is the difference between a leader of a group and a facilitator. A facilitator is there to draw the person's info out of them. Okay, so in other words, when you learn a topic, let's take a topic that I teach. All right, so I take you to a topic and I say, okay, here is the topic, but I want you to learn something out of this topic. Now, it's not about the information because you're going to have questions. You might not understand it. What about the way that I've learned this before? So many of us have come out of a schooling where we actually have to half unlearn everything that we have learned. I mean, the most common comment that I've had over the last 4 months has been, I've had to unlearn everything that I was taught as a child. And I understand that because I've had to do the same. And so the first thing that I want you to get clear is that when we speak about a fellowship group facilitator, we are not just talking about the old cell leader or a teacher who's going to come and just teach you information. A facilitator is going to be taught on how to get everybody's questions around that particular topic brought out. Now, why do we want to do it that way? Because the minute I can ask questions and I can get this thing solidified in my heart, in other words, if I sit down and I go, well, let's say I'm dealing with, I'll give you an example, let's say deliverance. All right, can a Christian have a demon, for instance? Let's just use an example. And now you go, but I've been taught that no Christian can have a demon. Now you're telling me that it can have a demon. And so now we've got to debate this. I need to be able to ask these questions and get the answers. And so that is what the facilitator does. It draws the questions out so that we can all get to a solid foundation in that topic. Now, if I take one topic and I take the time out to do that in that format, you will have a solid understanding of the topic as well as also having it settled in your heart because you'll know what that's about. So if ever I come back to that topic and I mention, hey, listen, can a Christian and a demon, you will immediately have an opinion, you'll have an idea, you'll be able to sit down and say, listen, it's really going to help me because I now understand this foundation, you see, this particular topic. And so what we're wanting to do now is take all of the fellowship groups, okay, we're going to start them all over the country. And so how it's going to work is as follows. Every Thursday evening, okay, at 7 p.m., I'm going to teach a topic. All right, so we're going to go right back to number one. We're going to start with salvation again. Now you're going, but why are we going to do this right from the beginning again? Well, the reason for that is because I want to solidify the topic. Up until now, we've been going so fast and giving you so much information that it's like information overload. And you just go, yes, I can't keep up with all of this revelation. So the thing is, I now need to make sure that that revelation is secure in your life. Remember that God has said that we are yet to lay the foundation. I need to make sure your foundation doesn't have cracks. Okay, so that is how a fellowship group works. So this is how it's going to work. The public would sit down and on Thursday evening have a topic taught. And I will teach it on Facebook at 7 o'clock every single Thursday night. Okay, so we're going to be starting that from this Thursday. Then what we're going to do is then you have got until the following Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday is when the small groups meet. You've got until the following Wednesday to think about the topic, ask some questions, get some questions, anything you're not sure on, so that when we get to the small group on Wednesday evenings, all right, when we come into the fellowship groups, we are then going to have some time where we're going to discuss that topic. We are not going to reteach it. We are now going to facilitate it. So in other words, we are now going to draw that topic out, deal with your questions, and make sure that every single person understands that topic properly, understands the implication of it, understands how it works, how it operates, how it affects my life. And so when you've got that thing secure, I never have to go back to that topic again. You see, because now you'll have a good understanding of what that thing's about and how that thing is affecting me. Okay, so that is how a facilitation thing works. And so what will happen is the practical now is we would sit down and say, okay, Thursday evening, 7 o'clock, I will teach the topic. At 8 o'clock to 8:30, there will be a Zoom session for those facilitators who would like to be trained. If you'd like to be trained on how to facilitate, because then what's going to happen is Pastor Donnie is going to take that session and he's going to then teach you how to ask questions of that topic. In other words, prepare you for the next week. Get ready. This is how you facilitate. This is the type of responses that questions you're going to get, and this is the type of responses you must have ready so that you can help everybody to grow. So what's going to happen practically is the facilitators then on Wednesday evenings, the following Wednesday evening, we will have a Zoom session. We're going to be doing our normal Zoom sessions where all the people come together, and then you're going to break out into little rooms. Now these little rooms, these breakout rooms, are like literally little fellowship groups. That's where you're going to have your facilitator who has been trained by us. They are going to now practice in these little rooms. They are going to practice to get everybody involved and to get the information. And as soon as the facilitators are ready, okay, now if they are part of Father's Heart Digital Church, we will obviously have a formal list. Okay, and these are our facilitators. And obviously, if you're not part of our church, I can't do that. I can't sit down and say, listen, you must go with that person. But those people, as soon as they're ready, they can either start a live fellowship group, in other words, in their house, or they can have a digital one running in a Zoom platform as well. And so this is what we're going to do and how we're going to do it. So it's going to be slightly different to the way that you've been trained before. The reason why we're doing it this way is because I want to get that foundation so solid and so strong. It's going to take us 5 years. All right, so we've got a 5-year plan of training, okay, so that you can solidly get built up in every one of these topics that we have prepared for you, so that when we are finished, your foundation is solid, it is secure, and it's done properly. Okay, so that if anything comes your way, the Bible says you need to be studied to show yourself approved. So in other words, you need to then know that I have got my foundation solid so the devil can't lie to you. All right, so that you can go and do what God has called you to do. And so this is what makes it so exciting, folks. This is really an exciting adventure. It is something very different. It is something that I've never seen done before. But I do believe that it's more than just getting an information or some revelation, okay? Because I need to now know how to apply it, and I need to know how to have it settled in my own belief system. All right, so that if anybody asks me about something, the reason why we do this, we're giving you multiple exposures to this particular topic or this particular concept that I want you to learn. Because once we've got that, we will have facilitators all over the nation. And our plan is to raise the nation up together. All right, that we all grow together, that we all in this thing together. So if I teach a topic on Thursday night, everybody in Father's Heart Digital Church, everybody is on the same level doing the same thing at the same time. Okay, so that we as a nation are busy growing with these fundamentals. So I just want to bless you. I trust that this has helped you. All right, so I just want to make it the thing again. You don't sign up for this training. Okay, you're welcome to join at any time if you'd like to become a facilitator at any time. The other thing that I also want to just highlight, and that is this. Some people are nervous to pray. Some people are nervous to step out. You don't have to pray. You don't have to step out. All right, even if you've got a couple and some of the husband or wife said, listen, the husbands are going, listen, I'm not into this, I'm into business or whatever. That's fine. You stick to your gifting, but allow your wife then to step in as a facilitator. Okay, it doesn't have to just be the men. Okay, or it doesn't have to be a couple even as a family. All right, if somebody in your family wants to facilitate, then do that. And even if you're a younger person, you're a teenager, you want to facilitate, you're welcome to join. All right, this is open to everybody. But there's no conditions and there's no restrictions on this right now. Okay, so we are here to equip the facilitators so that we can teach you how to run these fellowship groups properly. And then we're going to give you the material and we're going to do this thing properly. So step by step, we are going to then make sure that we are all solidly equipped and ready to go in Jesus' mighty name. So that's it from my side. I just wanted to give you some insight on how we're going to do the fellowship groups, how they're going to operate, where's this thing going to go. Okay, so I trust that this has answered all of the questions. If you have any other questions, please WhatsApp me 082 659 2224. 082 659 2224. All right? This is Dr. Arthur Frost saying, God bless you. Have a wonderful day. And let's get equipped. Let's get trained together. Let's stand strong together. And let's raise the spiritual standard and level of our nation in Jesus' mighty name. God bless you, and I'll see you later.